Yeah, 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 yeah.
What's up guys, TCM MarkyB here, and as you're going to be able to see from the actual video itself, it's a really old gameplay that I wanted to kind of use. I had it saved up in my on my laptop for quite some time. It's a gameplay from Rich. He does alright in it. I'm going to be honest, he does alright. He doesn't do like amazing or anything. Nah, kind of. He does quite good. I mean, it's not like an amazing gameplay or anything, it was just like kind of a random gameplay I have recorded on my thing that I wanted to use before I deleted everything off my laptop before I got a PC on Monday. Like I said, it's just a gameplay I had saved up, so I thought why not just do a little talk over it. So criticism is the topic of this whole video. Constructive criticism is one of the things that I've struggled with the most in being part of this scene and whatnot. For the last few years, I've always had a lot of self-belief in myself. I've known I'm a good player, and things like that, but criticism, I always took it very personally, and I think that's a real problem that I had, but it's something in the last maybe few months that it's just completely gone from me. Don't get me wrong, I'm like everyone else, they have their own, you obviously have your own opinions of how to play the game and such, and sometimes when someone says, oh do this, sometimes they're wrong as well, sometimes they are, but the majority of the time they are trying to help, so you should not take it personally at all. You should not take it as some sort of personal attack on yourself. And I think just a lot of the time, for me personally, I used to think I was just being used as some sort of scapegoat for if my team were doing badly, and I just thought the way I was playing was always fine and perfect, when really it wasn't. I was making loads of mistakes, and these people who were calling me out on the mistakes, they were completely fine to do so. And it's just in the last few months that I've realised that listening to the advice of your teammates, taking it constructively, not taking it as they're trying to bash you, they're trying to help you out, they're trying to help you improve as a player, they're not trying to personally barrage you with, oh you're so shit, God, you're so shit. They're just trying to help you out, like I said. And I just wanted to make this video if I'm assuming there's quite a few of you out there who are very bad at taking criticism, because in Call of Duty it just seems rife. From watching streams and things of top players, there are a lot of players who think they're right and never think they're wrong. And admittedly, I was and still sort of am one of those players. I like to stand by my word on certain things, but a lot of the time I do end up realising how wrong I actually was in terms of calls that I made or things I was called out on that I argued I didn't do wrong. And a lot of the time I went back maybe after the argument to kind of see for myself, watch theatre or something, and a lot of the time I was actually making a mistake. My team aren't just saying that just for an excuse. I just playing for an example in Dignitas, those players went hard on me on my mistakes, and I did make a lot of mistakes. I did play really good in Dignitas, dropped loads of numbers, dropped loads of kills, but there was sometimes I did make mistakes. I did, and that did cost us in the CoD XP qualifiers. But I think that those mistakes that I made, and when I eventually realised what I'd done wrong, I think that really did help me improve as a player. And now, when being part of TCM, everyone makes mistakes. I still do personally make loads of mistakes myself, as does everyone. No one's perfect. If you're playing perfect with Call of Duty, you'd be winning 250 to 10 every time. But I don't know if there's no way of playing flawless Call of Duty. It's like playing flawless football. It's not possible. It's a sport. You can play near enough perfect in terms of like how you personally individually play, but I mean it's just it's perfection is something that's it's impossible to achieve perfection. There's always room to improve on everything. You can have good games, you can have very, very good games, you can have insane games, but you're never going to have an actual perfect game. You're gonna hear that phrase a few times being used. Oh, they played perfect, but there's no perfection in Call of Duty. There's no such thing as perfection. Well, that's just me. I'm perfection. No, but that just kind of went against everything I said in this whole video. But like I said, constructive criticism is one of the most important things, if not the most important thing, in improving yourself as a player. And if you want to kind of get to the top level, you need to, and you've got teammates who are telling you you're doing this wrong. As long as they're not being really aggressive and shouting at you, maybe if it gets to the stage where you're not listening so much to the same, you're making the same mistake over and over again, and they really need to kind of get it into you by maybe shouting or getting a bit aggressive, swearing maybe. Like maybe you do need to react to that, because I know, like I said myself, I know there's a lot of players who do not take criticism well, and I just think as of late that's one of my main that's one of the main things that kind of helped me grow as a player, which is taking criticism well. Like, my teammate will probably argue against this video and say, Mark, you take criticism terribly, and don't get me wrong, I'm not the greatest at it, and I do argue my case a lot, but after, like I said before, I usually go back and see that I didn't make the mistake, and I usually admit my mistakes, but it's just in the heat of the moment I usually don't. But yeah, guys, I didn't really know what to say in this video. This just sounded like a really good topic, and I still believe it is. I still believe that a lot of you guys needed to know. Maybe some of you guys didn't really think about these sort of things that criticism and being able to take it is one of the most important things. And I'm just reiterating that. And there's not much else I can talk about really. It's a very kind of, there's nothing really else to say around it, so I'm going to kind of end that now. So thanks a lot guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you lot listen and hopefully take criticism well and help yourself improve as a player. Oh my god, I'm the worst at doing YouTube videos, and it's 3:30 AM and I'm still awake. I'm wearing this, before I go, I'm actually wearing this TCM shirt because we're doing a giveaway on our channel and on Twitter. If you want to get your hands on the shirt signed by all of us as players from EGL, I'll link the Twitter below, the Twitter tweet. I'll link the tweet below in the description. You'll be able to click on there and it will tell you all the instructions how you can get your hands on this shirt signed by all us. So yeah guys, I'm going to go to sleep because I'm so knackered, so apologies for any mistakes in this video. I just really wanted to do this before I forgot or something like that. I've got a really bad memory for this sort of stuff. So thanks a lot guys, as always. If you enjoyed the video, like it. If you enjoy my content, subscribe to the channel. You're going to get more and more gameplays from myself in the very near future, I assure you of that. So yeah guys, thanks a lot. Peace out.